It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Gets stuck in my head once in a while. Yeah, definitely does.
You need me to like harmonize above that. We'll record it.
I think the audio, because we're listening to it out of a little speaker, and then it's also recording like just the desktop audio, so the audio might be a little out of sync.
I'm sure that's the reson why we sound so good.
Any reason?
Completely.
Yeah, absolutely. We are amazing singers when it's the equipment's fault.
Oh, yeah. What's on the docket for today, David?
Buying a bunch of seeds.
Buying a bunch of seeds.
Seeds.
Well, you know, for the fans or even sort of the newcomers, there's something you have to understand about the seasons. Because if you're looking to plant, you know, some of the vegetables and stuff you had from spring, you might find the selection has changed a bit.
The selection changes every season, yeah. So there's about the same number of crops that you can grow each season, but it's why we tried to hold on to some of we've got a couple cabbages, couple potatoes, little strawberries, because we are no longer able to grow those things. We have to find a new harvest.
Yeah. You found an orange on the beach instead of a banana.
Everything kind of changes. We have a wider array of items now.
A plum.
Yep. Let's just wait. There we go. Didn't have to wait long.
Opening time. Oh, Dimitri's fast.
He got in here.
There he go.
Must have like stayed the night in the like shop.
Oh yeah.
Get here early enough. I don't know. All right. So we need some seeds, please. Let's try to grow.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
A little bit of everything, I think, is a good idea. So let's just do 5 tomatoes and then 10 of each.
I focused a lot on tomatoes.
Yeah,
back.
They've got a good return.
But I didn't view it. I was just like, I love tomatoes, and I want a garden full of tomatoes.
Oh, there's no wrong way to play. We've repeated it several times. If you just want to pick the crops that are your favorite crops in real life, go ahead. What are your favorite crops in real life? Have we really talked about that?
I feel like we have, but you know,
we've talked about how strawberries like should be, but not everybody loves strawberries.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it really depends. Like I love tomato. Like I mean, obviously, like I just was talking about tomatoes. I love tomatoes.
Can't argue with tomatoes.
Yeah,
and tomatoes are one that you can tell the difference between like a fresh, homegrown, delicious tomato and just one that you buy at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You?
I'm trying to think of all the ones that are in the game. I really like corn on the cob added to... Yeah, that's very summery. I've got a lot of summery memories with corn on the cob.
I feel like homegrown like onions too. Much more flavorful.
Yeah.
Because mixing an onion up with any dish, to me, is like burst of free, like guiltless flavor. Like no calories, just free flavor.
Onions, Onions are the best, just in general. You can use them. Every good recipe has onions.
My bestie, my significant other does not my other half does not like onions though. So cooking with onions, it's like bigger chunks of onions, and it just gets separated on one side. So I still get my onions just like big pieces.
Yeah.
And you compromise.
My wife is that way with peppers. Is like you always have to cook it in like bigger chunks, so it's easier to pick around. Yeah, I love peppers. That would be so hard. I haven't mentioned that. I'm vegan actually, so like I know a little bit about like not being able to eat certain things, but I cannot imagine having to avoid onions. Like onions are just in everything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not vegan, and onions are in everything. So
it'd be hard to. Yeah. I feel for Allie quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you avoid onions?
Shout out to Allie. I'll teach you flavor soon, babe. Soon.
Ooh, no, not trying to dig there. Trying to water. I almost just watered those and passed out because I have very little energy.
Yeah, I know. I saw that, and I was wondering. Wondering if that was going to be a consequence that you.
That was some pro strats. Ran over to the bench real quick, kidding. Like barely noticed at the last second.
Can I just imagine you're sitting there like, I'm so tired, crawling over, like, I need rest.
Yes,
rest.
And then you just like sit there, like.
Oh, I feel better. Okay, back to watering.
I guess that's how it works in the real world. I mean, it does. Like, if you're tired, just like...
You crawl up into the bench and sit there.
Sit for an hour. Hey, it makes more sense than the hot spring, just giving you all your energy back in like one...
That's true.
One quick
soak. Yeah, come to think of it, because I don't think I've ever been in like a natural hot spring or anything like that. But like I have a tendency to run hot, so like I like cooler. So like I'm wondering, like in summer with a hot spring, would it be refreshing? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe like for a very short amount of time, Like
maybe like if it was night and cooler, it would be okay.
I always think like a hot tub is a good idea, and then you actually get into it, and like after a minute, it's just
just like I'm really hot.
A little too much. I can't handle this for more than a few minutes. Yeah, gotta jump in the pool. Man, it's been a while. The coming of summer in World's Dawn is making me like want to go on a tropical vacation and like drink a pina colada by the pool. And that's not even really my scene normally, but...
Well, I mean, you did just recently go on vacation.
That's true.
Yeah.
It was I went to the Pacific Northwest where it was nice weather for some of the days, but also just kind of rainy and a little bit cool. And
the
not exactly
Pacific Northwest.
Not exactly tropical, I would say. Yeah. Something about those Skittle summer colors just make me want to
go to the Pacific Northwest.
No, sip a smoothie by the pool. Yeah, I've never been to... I'd love to go somewhere in, like, the Bahamas or, like, Hawaii someday. Like, just because I feel like you kind of have to, Like, I don't... It's not my favorite type of vacation, but when you need it, you really need it.
I thoroughly enjoy the flora of, like, Caribbean and tropical environments. Mm-hmm. Like... And I'm not talking just, like, palm trees. Well, actually... Like,
it's a big part of it.
I'm no expert. Like, I don't know what, they're called, but just, like, the look of, like, cascading greenery with, like, giant leaves and, like, canopy.
The sorts of plants that you can tell don't, like, they can just grow year-round because it doesn't get cold enough for them to die in the winter. Yeah. I agree. Definitely.
I think, like, just growing up around here, like, you're used to, like, oak trees and pine trees and they're beautiful, especially with like autumn colors.
Yes.
And go up north a little bit and it's just like trees, it's beautiful. But like there comes to a point where it's like you've seen the oak trees and the pine trees and you could use a little variety.
Variety is the spice of life.
That is right.
So it's good to kind of get out there and see what else is out there, even if you're generally happy with where you are and you're comfortable with your surroundings. It's still good to explore and see something new once in a while. Which is a weird thing to say about, in a World's Dawn Let's Play in this very small village where you literally can't leave.
That's fair.
The borders of the village are just locking you in.
So David, what's the inspiration behind you always being the blue lockball team and your opponent always the red lockball team?
Good question, Mike. I just think the player looked good in blue.
See, in games like Overwatch or Team Fortress 2, it's like in Team Fortress 2, it's like you play either color. In Overwatch, it's like you're the blue team and your enemy's the red team. But even if you were like on the other side, you're still the blue team and your enemy is still the red team. So is it like a psychological thing?
Overwatch stole that idea from World's Dawn.
I knew it. I knew it.
No,
all right, Blizzard, we're coming for you.
We're coming for you. Hey, we're raw.
Hey.
We can play fetch with.
Yeah.
Maybe it is a little bit psychological because I feel like even in like Smash Brothers or something when I do like a team match, I never pick red for myself.
Really?
Red is just like the enemy's color. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe that says more about me than it does about the colors. But
like you see red and you just need to like not associate with it.
Yeah. Definitely not one of my favorite colors. I gotta say.
I like red a lot.
Bluish green kind of person.
I like red a lot. I like orange, the yellow, like.
Yeah, see, not my jam.
Hey, that's fine.
What's your favorite color? Tell us.
What is your favorite color?
The most boring, like.
Well,
list of colors.
Because for me, it's like, yeah, the color's cool, but what's the name of your color? Like Crayola's names were dope.
Yeah.
I love I don't even want this color to be it, but this is the coolest name.
We talked about the names for like paint colors.
Yeah, nail polish.
Nail polish. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, a couple different outfits here in the tavern, including our beloved Bryn, who changes her dialogue a little bit on a summer day.
If you're not gonna grab a drink tonight, you have no excuses.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, you saved the strawberries. It was a good idea to do it.
It was hard to do because we could definitely use the money, but.
Yeah, but when you think about it, because that's one of her favorites, and now it's on the season. It's it's gonna be harder to get her that special little gift.
Certainly worth it. All right.
I think you should make some some strange goop.
I disagree.
Okay, well, spice rum is good alternative.
Spice rum's okay.
Spice goop.
That sounds even worse.
It kind of, strange spice goop. Yep. Anything associated with goop.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. It's the goop.
To ding our Breath of the Wild chime, I love how in that game when you mix what is it, dubious?
Yeah,
or
dubious.
It's blurred out. It's pixelated.
It's censored.
Yeah, it's censored. It's too horrible to even see. Yeah, cracks me up. Some crushed herbs.
Mm-hmm. Annabelle standing on the bench.
I happen to know she is a fan of Eloquent Iris.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I know we were trying to make a little better friends with some of the people that we like most in the village.
Well, that was a good call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look!
Another dust capper. I wonder if that's just coincidence that we didn't see any almost the whole spring season.
Well, when I like to think about one thing for me with summer, for spring, when I'm ready for spring, it's the fresh air. For summer, it's the fireflies. When I see the fireflies, that's when I'm I want to sit out and I want to watch the fireflies.
Yeah.
Just that's summer to me.
It brings
fresh air for spring, fireflies for summer.
That's totally true. There's some foods and stuff that I associate with summer, but certainly as far as sights go, a field full of fireflies. My parents own a little bit of land and they've got hay fields back there, and just seeing hundreds of them rising up over the hay fields is one of my favorite sights in the whole
This is very nice.
Look forward to the upcoming game, A Story Beside by Wayward Prophet, where there are these little lights called pyre lights, little firefly-esque, feature prominently. There's a tease for you.
Juicy.
Yeah. Yep, just running around the town, collecting all the different sorts of things that we couldn't collect before today.
Wait, it's 8:50 and Bloom still has chores to do. Oh man,
he's got chores to do all the time, I guess.
Bloom, you gotta get your chores done first, and then you go.
Then you play. Yeah.
Procrastinating will get you nowhere.
He's a kid. Come on, let a kid be a kid.
It is the second day of summer,
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta not do your chores.
This is a kid who doesn't know the joy of summer vacation. He just works all year round.
That's true. I never really thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Don't feel bad for Bloom. His life is great. He gets to play and have all these amazing country experiences. I think he's got a pretty good life.
Plus he's awesome.
Very true.
So, I got a question. If you got an answer,
I had a feeling you might say that.
Oh, but
you have a specific way of saying so.
Yes, I do that. I'll have to break it up next time and I'll just start talking via question, and you'll just
catch me off guard. Yeah. I'm gonna say 4 chickens can feed in my barn.
Okay.
That answer actually changes later, maybe.
Yeah,
perhaps.
I was gonna say what was that based on your knowledge of the game, or perhaps do you think someone could have tested the limits of chickens by now?
Yeah. I mean, those answers or the questions are randomized. Mm-hmm, so by the time you got that question from this age club, that answer could possibly change.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Depending on how good you're doing.
Depending.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yes. So indeed. A Facebook comment. A Facebook comment. Kelly Tiffany. Oh, this is labeled a story beside question.
Okay.
Okay. You play as a girl named Lyric.
Yeah.
Does she have a cat? Part 1 of the question.
Cats. Yes. Yep.
Yes. Yep. You heard it here first.
Yes. I have 1 dog myself and 2 cats at the moment. I have had more and will have more in the future. Big fan of pets and yeah.
Okay.
Yep. They will feature in the story beside. Promise that.
Part 2.
Yes.
Is there a romance option for her like World's Dawn had?
Yeah, the game, as I've mentioned before, is a little bit different. It's a different style, less of a life and farming sim and more of a story-based thing where your choices kind of shape, how the game progresses and how the character changes over the course of her lifetime. So yes, there are certainly romance paths to follow. There are fewer than in World's Dawn, I will say that, but each one, I believe, I was trying to make more fleshed out and true to her character and unique, I guess. So if you did want to play the game a couple times through and see each different path that you could go down, it's also possible to play the game without romancing anybody if that's how you choose to do it. So yes, there will be pets and romance aplenty when it comes time to play a story beside. So hopefully that answers the question sufficiently.
I think it did well.
I'm in a weird spot where I don't because it is more of a story focused game. I am much more conscious about spoilers than I was about World's Dawn. There's not much you can really spoil with World's Dawn. It's like, yep, you keep farming, you keep growing, your relationships with these people. But as far as the story of World's Dawn, there's really not much to say that could ruin the experience. But yeah, so I want people to be excited and I want to show off scenes and screenshots and things, but I am being cautious. I don't want to spoil too much.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone likes to be spoiled.
I don't think so either.
I think people get that instant gratification, but then it's followed by the, oh man, it's been spoiled.
Yeah. There's a lot of psychology behind it, talking about why just how people enjoy things. Pleasant morning. That sounds so sarcastic. I've actually read things that say, studies that say people enjoy movies and stuff more when they do know the general direction of the plot because they're not as worried about where the plot's gonna go.
That's fair.
But I don't know if I quite buy that. I most of my favorite experiences have been ones that I haven't been fully prepared for or didn't know ahead of time how they were gonna end. Ocean Festival.
Oh.
Hopefully we'll have slightly better weather than we're having today. But yeah, we will certainly compete in the Ocean Festival.
How good are you at swimming, huh?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
I don't know if Prophet's done too much swimming.
Probably not. No, I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, we can certainly make up his backstory.
That's
Maybe
true.
he was like an Olympic
lifeguard.
Swimming. Yeah, like a lifeguard. Swimming champion. I'm going to throw on my thermal cloak since it's storming out there.
A bit rainy.
A bit rainy.
So what you have to do for, basically the entirety of your remaining time development for Story Beside. By the way, free consulting work from me to you. I'm not charging anything for this. You have to work to make sure that you tie the universes together through very subtle, intricate little details left behind. Mm-hmm. I'm talking like Legend of Zelda, Hyrule's flooded, and then, oh man, that's what you gotta do.
Thousands of years ago, this happened, and it was...
And the Legend of Prophet is somewhere, that's
we talked about the sort of, precursor to World's Dawn being the Prophecy game, the first game that I made in RPG Maker, and that, the spirit of that, it lives on in World's Dawn through the Prophecy Quest TV show. So I will say there's going to be at least that much of a connection. So if you're a big World's Dawn fan, I think it's worth it to play the new game and see, maybe the little Easter eggs or the little ways that they might connect that you're not expecting. So,
I think that would be my personal problem as a game developer. Is my game would be Easter eggs and subtle nods and probably not very much substance. And at the end of the day, you'd be like, what even is this like mishmash pile of...
You don't want to go too far with it, for sure. You want everything to kind of stand on its own.
When everything is an Easter egg, nothing is an Easter egg.
Tell that to George Lucas and the Star Wars prequels. Am I right?
This is where you make the screen spin and like zoom in and...
Pretty sure Phantom Menace just celebrated its 20th anniversary, so I feel like everything that I could possibly say about that at this point has been said.
How is...
Not exactly a hot take at this point. Yeah, okay, but a great place to end the episode.
Perfect place.
Perfect. With that scalding review of the Star Wars prequels.
Savage.
So yeah, let's end the episode and bring up this
featured fan
arts, which again is a little bit of a we're bending the definition of fan art here, because this was actually done by the official character artist of World's Dawn.
Really?
Ivy Ree Rosario surprised me, like right before the game came out, surprised me by sending this around the holidays to kind of celebrate and to thank me for, you know, offering her this work and for I love that I wasn't expecting this, and to see all of the different, you know, romance candidates together.
This is fantastic. This isn't fan art. This is official art.
This is official art. Woof. Yeah. I really like this one, and I always like repost it around like Christmas every year, because I just love the feelings of and how she just very clearly gets these characters. Like,
like, you know, and especially like because with the frames recording, like it's like this, like I can see this scene happening.
Yeah. And again, I know we've mentioned it with some of the other pieces of art that we've featured, but I love it when you see multiple characters interact. Like, you know, this could be a scene at one of the festivals or something. Yeah. I love it. So I
love the hunter in the very bottom.
Thank you so much. Yeah, he's like sliding
so
into
amazing.
Thank you guys for watching. Lots more World's Dawn developer Let's Play to come, including the Ocean Festival coming up. That's a big, exciting one.
We're gonna do it. It's gonna be great.
And
nobody can stop us.
No. It'll be fun. Don't let that, like, I don't know. It just sounded like something horrible was going to happen. No, nothing horrible is going to happen. It's going to be like
it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing. A fun
family, friend, fun time.
Yeah, family fun time.
Family fun.
Coming up on the next Developer Let's Play.
Do you know where to get it? Right here.
Right here. Bye, guys.